We have a generation of sports fans that are being raised by TikTok, and it's honestly just really sad. And one of the worst parts of it is that we have countless people who whip out their phones and are just spewing things like this all over the internet. Takes like this from NFL fans are founded upon what we now call ring culture, which is essentially just the practice of thinking that the number of rings a quarterback attains in their career is the number one most relevant metric to use when comparing their individual legacies and careers. This comes from the type of people who just kind of scroll TikTok and watch clips rather than sitting down and watching the games every week for years. Now, anyone who knows football and has a set of monocles knows that Aaron Rodgers is and was a better quarterback than Matthew Stafford. It's just not a debate. And anyone with a brain can say, the offense is only on the field for maybe half the game. And when they are out there, the quarterback is only one of 11 guys driving the outcome of what happens, even if he is the most important. There's 10 other guys on the field he's depending on for success. You should be able to say, okay, maybe we shouldn't credit or discredit everything that happens to this one guy. But no, unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. And it's too bad because the Super Bowl matchup this year was a really great example of why this is so true. While Sam Darnold and Drake May are both really good quarterbacks, I don't think anyone would say that these two are superstars and that there isn't a handful of quarterbacks from other teams who could have led the Patriots or the Seahawks to the Super Bowl. I mean, Drake May literally had the worst playoff run we've ever seen from a quarterback in the 21st century, and they still made the Super Bowl. That doesn't mean either of these guys didn't deserve to be there, but it just shows how much luck is involved. It's a team accomplishment. Eli Manning has 2 rings. Dan Marino has 0. I don't see anyone saying that Dan Marino is worse than Eli Manning. So why don't we use this same common sense when we're talking about other quarterbacks? Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes have gone toe-to-toe in the playoffs 4 times, and I would argue pretty much all of those games, Josh Allen was great, and he played well enough to deserve to win. But his teammates just didn't play as well as Mahomes' did. But nobody remembers that. Instead, we just hear about how, Mahomes beat Josh Allen. He's got more rings, too. Which, it matters. It's a factor. But if you watch those games, you know that Josh Allen himself did not deserve to lose, even if Mahomes was also great. Now, if you know me, you know the real reason we're talking about this is because of these two. There is not an NFL player who has been let down by their team more than Aaron Rodgers, and there is not a player who has gotten luckier than Tom Brady. I understand that the gap is 7-1. I understand you don't stumble ass backwards into 7 rings. But if you think I'm ridiculous for thinking that Aaron Rodgers is better than Tom Brady, go ahead and try and make an argument for me as to why Brady is better than Rodgers without bringing up rings. And don't say some crap about how he's like a leader or something like that either. Because if I really wanted to, I could pull about 200 stats out of my pocket that show Rodgers is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Or better yet, just watch the tape and you'll come to that conclusion yourself.